on, ladies and gentlemen. So
you know what's going down.
welcome to the first ever episode of So Podcast.
So excited.
So we wanted to introduce ourselves.
Stop.
Literally one sip of ramen, I'm gone. We wanted
oh my god, I haven't even sipped it.
That's bad luck, you know.
That's good.
That's good, isn't it?
Should we do cocktail of the week?
Yeah, so this is G's first ever try of a dark and stormy, and I actually only tried it the first time a couple weeks ago. So what we're going to do every week is have a little talk, drink a little drink, and give you guys the recipe. So G, do you want to just give the little quick lowdown on a dark and stormy?
Okay, so first timer lowdown. You got ginger beer.
Correct.
I think you could use ginger ale as well.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Is ginger ale
Is there a difference?
looks like apple juice, and ginger beer's like more fun and kind of lemonade-y? That's the way I see it. Like when I think of ginger ale, I think of old men, right?
So you're ginger ale, I'm ginger beer.
I'm not an old man. It's not even a funny joke. It's just like...
No. Okay. Right, okay. So we've got ginger beer.
Yeah.
We've got... Did you use the Fever Tree one?
I did use the Fever Tree one. I got a really shit alcohol. I was like looking at the Captain Morgan's like, oh yeah, that's going to be really nice. Copped out for a Tesco's own brand.
I got Morrison's own.
I was like, it was kind of a special occasion because, you know, this could be the start of a massive career, but do I have £20?
She a cheap hole.
Do I have £20? No. So I basically, what I'm trying to say is that I got the bougie ginger beer to compensate for the shit alcohol. Cheers.
Absolutely same. I got the best range of Morrison's ginger beer, and then I got Morrison's own dark rum, and then just got some fresh limes, squeezed them in. Jemima went hardcore, did it with her biceps. I just used a, you know, one of those
crushed
squeezes.
It. I had a lot of pent up anger today, so that was good.
Okay, so let's get into it.
You haven't finished the recipe. All they know is that... Did you say rum?
Yes, I have.
I said alcohol. Anyway, basically it's ginger beer, rum, lime juice. Don't know if that was covered or not, but it definitely has
That's
been
what
now.
I said, but that's sweet.
We're going to fall out 10 minutes into the first episode.
Okay, yeah. So what we want to do is want to let you guys get to know us a little bit, but we want to do it a bit different. So we're going to do it through our dating app. So on the screen, we're going to share our screen record. But I haven't seen Jemima's profile and she hasn't seen mine. So this is a little bit exciting. Probably going to be a few piss takes, you know.
Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to hand over the screenshot to each other, and the other person's going to say if it's the truth or there's lies on there. So I'm going to send a couple screenshots to G. I only really use Hinge because Tinder and Bumble scares me.
That's
but
okay.
G's like a veteran of all three, and
Dating
we'll get
apps.
into that in a bit, but let that trickle in your mind
For
for a
so
bit.
many years.
Right, shall I do yours first?
Yeah, do me.
Okay, so
haven't
this
got
is a
yours
little
through
intro
yet.
to G. 2 truths and a lie. Do you want to read them out for
Yeah.
us, G?
Yeah. So my 2 truths and a lie is I've performed for Prince Charles, I've been to the Caribbean 15 times, and I have 8 siblings.
So I know which one this is. See if you win with us at home. I know that the lie is that you've never been to the Caribbean 15 times.
Yes, my G.
Perform for Prince Charles. Lit. What did you think of the show?
It's a bit of a reach, to be honest, because it was online and
Online?
he logged on to watch it. It was on like the Prince's Trust website. It's to save the Amazon rainforest. Obviously that didn't go fucking well because look where we are.
Yeah. Do your recycling, kids.
Yeah, do your recycling. And yeah, I have 8 siblings.
Knew that. And that's including your new brother, right? The new boy.
That's including my new brother.
Shout
and
out.
by those of you who... Shout out Damien, D-Dog.
Shout out Damo! I've never met him, but hopefully he likes
That
me.
is so funny. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, he's... I'm not going to say much, because obviously private. But he's not like a newborn baby. That's not why he's new. He's like...
Yeah,
37
shout
years
out
old.
Damo, the wee little fetus boy.
Straight out the womb.
Straight out, shout out 1 month Damo.
Yeah, he's 37 and we only recently kind of like got in contact, basically. That's the
That's
lowdown.
all good. It's all
Yeah,
fun
it's all
games.
amazing. Yeah.
Love that for you. But
Thanks.
so Prince Charles, did he clap?
We didn't see him. So it's like a proper reach for me to put that.
So, because when you say I performed for Prince Charles, I imagine like you're like face to face, you know. But he was doing the whole Zoom thing before it was a Zoom then, because I remember this was in like what, year 8?
Yeah, I was so young.
Crazy. That's pretty cool though. Right. So okay.
Bang to the floor. Hold on. Okay.
So so far on your dating profile, I've got no qualms, let's say. So
Okay.
pictures are cute.
Thanks.
You look like you.
Thanks.
Cute little crimbo moment. You're not
Crimbo mime.
over the death of Iron Maiden.
Iron Man. You can just pause it.
I thought you were like some heavy metal fan.
I mean, I don't mind heavy metal, but no, it was Iron Man.
Okay. See, I'm not very that much. That's such good
You
English.
haven't read my bio.
I'm not really that. Is that at the top?
Yeah, what are you
Anyway,
doing?
I was just basically trying to tell you that I'm not that into like Marvel and Avengers and that. I've never had like a...
You know we're going to get cancelled for this, especially by Aaron, actually. He's going to cancel us.
Our editor's like a big film guy, so probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, people love those movies, right? Like, what's so exciting about those movies?
Everything, so don't talk to me ever again now. Thanks, goodbye.
I didn't mean like, oh, so what's so exciting? I just meant like, why do you enjoy it so much?
I don't know. It just takes me to another world. I get so engrossed in it. You know? Like, surely you feel like that. You feel like that with Pulp Fiction, don't you?
Not really. I think where the magic gets taken out for me is because I did theatre from like being so little and like seeing the behind the scenes. I've always felt like if I watch something that's amazing, I'm never like, oh, because I like know how it's done.
Yeah, that's so true.
So I feel like my Marvel innocence has been taken away from me.
Wow, they've robbed you. But not even like when there's like a storyline that you can't predict. You don't even get excited. You don't even
don't know. It's just, I don't know. The only superhero movie like I really like is The Incredibles.
God, that is so pathetic.
I liked Joker, but that wasn't really like a superhero film.
What, the new one?
Yeah, with Joaquin.
Yeah.
So
really, it's just the backstory.
Anyway, Grace likes Marvel. Is that something you need to know about her? So the death of Iron Maiden, we didn't like that. We'll get on if you don't use the word babe. So considering my first ever song that came out was called Hey Babe, doesn't really put me in good stead, but
oh my god.
Little passive aggressive smiley face there as well. Tell us more about that.
I put the smiley so that I don't come across like an actual see you next Tuesday. Because
No, I think you'd come across like you've doubled down with that smiley. It's not like you don't use the word babe, cute, hee hee. It's like you don't use the word babe, you fucking idiot, smiley face. That's what I get anyway. So
okay, guys, like men, because that is my preference. Can you message me if you think I'm being like passive aggressive with this smiley face, please? Like, message me on Instagram. Handle will be at the end of the video because I'll change it.
Because you're savage sometimes.
Yeah, but like, not. I don't think I'm nasty. Like, I would just kind of.
Nah.
Yeah.
You're not nasty, but like, fuck me. Sometimes when I read some of the stuff you've sent to men, I would not like to be on the receiving end of that.
Oh no. Okay, great.
Grace.
Okay.
Lover of all things music, Marvel and Harry Potter. Using this to plug my food Instagram, amazing Spotify playlists, and me, if there's any takers. Oh, dad of the year. Dad of the actual fuck.
Dad
That's
jokes,
so
dad
funny.
jokes.
Stuff your face with grace. Guess my mix and I'll grant you a wish. What does that mean? Guess my mix.
Like
Oh,
my
like your
mix, my
ethnicity.
ethnic.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like your like Spotify mix or like
Someone did
food
actually
mix.
message me that once, but everybody else understands, so I didn't change it.
No, I got it quickly. Let's not. She's a Gemini. Okay,
Fair.
cool. So let's go to the next one. Let's get.
Yeah.
Oh, same pictures. Nice. Here she comes. Oh, you didn't give us some.
Sorry, I didn't play the sound.
That's alright.
Hee hee.
Cutie. And what's this?
This is Happen. This is how shit it is. You ready?
They're so all owned by the same company. Do you know what I mean? Like they look
Nah, this one
exactly the
isn't.
same as each other.
This is owned by someone that comes from the ghetto.
Oh. Looking for. I'll know when I find it. All right. All right. He's just trying to help me out. 5'5". Wait. Okay. So on the last
Don't come
exercise.
at me for the height.
No, not the height. On the
Okay.
last one we saw, exercise was almost never. Right.
Yeah.
Are we trying out to see if this changes anything by you saying occasionally?
That's actually a really good idea, and maybe I'll try it and
see
I'll
how-
update through podcasts.
Get all the
But
gym
no, that
sharks
was the
in
only
you.
option. Yeah, that was the only option that wasn't absolutely. I do not even move from my bed. Which
Was
true
that
half
the
the time? To be fair,
the exact way it
that
was
was what it
written?
said. Yeah.
Absolutely
Don't
fuck
move
off.
from my
No.
bed.
Okay. Cooking not specified. Come on.
Yeah,
you
because
can
it-
cook
no,
some
no.
bovril on toast. Don't do yourself an injustice.
Don't get me started though. Should we talk about cooking now?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Okay. I feel like
Oh, here we go.
I don't know, maybe 60% of men. Tell me if I'm wrong. And it might be different for you because, can I just side note to everybody? Jemima's Hinge and everywhere is set up to London.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I get the creme de la creme. I don't get the measly
She
scraps
does.
from Hastings. No offense.
Nah, boys, she's being mean. There's a few of you.
Smiley
that are good
face.
ones. Smiley face. And if we were on the subject of cooking, eating, whatever, and the guy's like, oh yeah, like I can make a mean blah blah blah.
Steak.
Can you cook? Yeah, I mean gross for me, but yeah, okay.
Gross for me.
Yeah. Jemima's vegan, I just don't like steak. Sorry, don't come for us.
Well, kind of vegan, but I don't need to go into that. Before they come for
sweet.
me and say, you're not really vegan because you have mayonnaise every...
I saw you at Wagamama's last week eating the prawns.
Cancel her. It's going to be like James Charles when we're massive podcasters. And we're like, she said she was vegan, but I saw her in Wagamama's eating the squid, so... And then I have to release like an apology video like, I did eat the squid. I'm just
It's gonna be Jeffree Star all over
sorry.
again.
Literally, Trisha Paytas, eat your heart out. Anyway,
Stop.
sorry, carry on with your story.
Okay, yeah, and I feel like if we're on the subject, sweet. I love talking about food. I've got a whole Instagram dedicated. I love talking about cooking. You know, like I make a mean few different dishes. However, if you're a guy coming at me with just like, you're already giving me weird vibes because you're a bit,
Because
I
you're
don't
from
know.
Hastings. Joke. I joke. It was a
No.
joke.
And then you're all of a sudden just like, oh, do you cook, by the way? And I'm like, what, is that your specification or something? Do you expect me to stay home like a 1950s housewife and cook for you?
What was your rule? Your rule was don't cook for them on the first 3 dates.
Yeah.
It's a good rule,
Don't
so
do
that you don't lay the groundwork.
Yeah, 100%. Don't do it. Men, different. If you want to cook for me, sweet.
Yeah. Travel, deck chair and sunscreen. What does that mean?
You choose your preferred travel. So I can't remember what the other one is.
Oh, it'd be like an adventure of a lifetime.
You've got like city. You've got like city break and museums, which I love, but you can't choose more than one. So
deck chair and museums, please. Sunscreen.
Sunscreen and cities.
I think
New
deck chair
Benidorm
museums.
episode out tomorrow.
That's jokes. I party in moderation. Yeah, okay, you hardly go out, but when you go out, you go
I go
out. So I feel like
out.
that's a bit misleading. I party in moderation sounds like I make an appearance. I see that.
Yeah,
I
but
see
I'm
the
not-
guest of honour.
I'm not getting off my tits. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I just like go out.
Not
I like.
getting off your tits.
Okay, Jemima, listen. I don't want to hear it. Okay, we're not counting the last time we went out because that was a disaster for all of us. And oh my god, I reckon we need to do a story time with the girls.
Yeah, for sure. But that one can save. That one can save for another day.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, zero tolerance smoking. I feel you. There's nothing worse than being a non-smoker and having to kiss a smoker. Absolutely done diddly no. And when you're in the club and then they leave you to go to the smoking area. No.
Oh, the thing is, I don't mind that because I'm quite a social butterfly, like yourself. If someone's like, oh, do you want to go smoking area? One, I'm always sweating my tits off in the club. So I'm like, yeah, give me some fresh air. Two, everyone's in the smoking area that you know. So you're just having a great time.
Let me rephrase that because I completely agree with you on that. Say you're in a restaurant on a one-on-one date and they go out to have a cigarette.
Oh.
That's
have you done?
right?
Has that happened to you?
I can't recall. I did date a smoker. I did date a smoker and we all know who that was.
Yeah, just not here for the smoking. Even I find, right, when guys say that they social smoke, it's a lie.
Yeah,
It
social
is
smoke
a
with themselves
lie.
50 times a day.
Literally, that's actually what it means because they're like, oh yeah, I only social smoke, I only smoke when I go out. When you go out the front door, you smoke, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, don't lie to me. Put it bluntly. I want to hear it.
And kids
So,
not
yeah.
specified. Furs. Is that like if you want kids or if you have kids?
Yeah, because I find that if you
Bit
put,
of a,
yeah, I want kids, guys think that you want kids tomorrow and that you're gonna like
You're just
trap them
ready,
into
yeah.
having a child.
It'd be a bit
So,
of a wild
yeah.
card if it was trying to say like if you had kids or not, and it's like not specified. Do I have a baby? Do I not? Yeah, guess
No,
you'll have
I
to find
think-
out.
It might be the same as Bumble on here, where it's like don't have any, have and want more, or don't want any.
That's you done.
Same about me, yeah. That is me done.
Okay. Do you wanna? Okay,
Oh, sweet. Okay. What have
so
we
we
got?
have to look at the little
Ooh,
captions for the
devilish.
photos. Thought that was a bit naughty, you know.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
Said I thought that was a bit naughty.
Dating me is like getting the last roast potato.
Yeah, and some geezer messaged me, right? Let me find it. Saying, what if the last potato is left because it's not a great potato? To which I said, you have to love an underdog. To which we got no reply.
Who the hell is this man?
Well,
I
can't
don't
say.
like him instantly. Hope you didn't go on a date with him. That's
Did
vile.
not go on a date with him.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, continuing. In the snow, in the winter.
Banger. I don't think our audience can hear it, but I'm enjoying seeing you jam
I
out
will
to
last a lifetime, yeah.
it. Copyright. It's okay, I'll own it, motherfuckers.
That studio video is the vibe, you know.
Inside.
Biggest risk I've ever taken being born. I mean, I reckon you can do better because you're actually hilarious.
Someone wrote back to me and wrote, and this guy is actually a pretty big film actor. And he wrote back
Go
saying...
on, spill the tea. Who is it?
Canny. He said, your biggest risk you've taken is being born? On this planet, do you mean? To which I said...
bet you like that, the astrologer.
I was like, yeah, Mars might have been a little safer. And he went, aha, love it, totally agree with you. And then I said, at least they have water there. And he said, at least, with a smirky face. And I said, what's that supposed to mean? He said, it means you right. So I don't know
this shit conversation. Did you dead it off or did you keep talking?
I've had my phone off for like a few days because I'm trying to be spiritual and zen. But anyway, maybe we can reply back to him together in a bit when we go into that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, then we've got most exotic place I've been.
Brighton bus.
I was going to say, is that in Brighton on the bus, mate?
Yeah, I get really good ones from that. I've got another little anecdote. See, you say I could be funnier, but sometimes you got to hold back a little bit and let the funny come out. Someone replied to me saying, he said, most exotic place you've been is a bus. Not a question, just a statement. And I said, yeah, I really hope to visit a train one day, though. And he said, wait until you see a tram. And I said, what's that? He said, some European thing, nothing to worry about.
That's actually quite good. I appreciate that. Okay, next. Then we've got my greatest strength, about 2 kg. Okay. It's not bad, but can I tell you the amount of men that have that on their profile?
Well, maybe...
But they actually put the weight that they can lift, which is even sadder.
Oh.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then we've got...
Well, they should do their job then, shouldn't they? Gracie, you're sick. Hello? Jemima, don't be rude.
1 second, I'm with you.
Oh my god, now she thinks I'm the rude cunt. There's no chance of chocolate sauce now.
Well done, Jemima.
Okay, so the backstory to it is, we were in McDonald's drive-thru in Ebo, and Liz was driving. I was in the front. That's me in the checkered coat. Jemima's in the back recording, and
I always get put in the back, by the way. Ever since Lizzie tried to kill me in her car.
Oh my god! Tell the story now. Insert story.
She'll get mad.
Hold on. Can I side note? So Jemima always runs late. Okay.
I wasn't even running late this time.
You've got to admit.
I wasn't running late.
Oh,
Lizzie,
come on.
No, Lizzie had to go to work. So I said, okay, you go get the car and I'll lock the flat up.
So, in this drive-through, we already had quite it was just quite bad customer service, wasn't it? All of us girls have worked in customer service. We don't want to be rude. We don't want to be mean. Do you know what I mean?
Was this like before? Pre-COVID?
This was way before. Oh my god, we're so young. We're like babies.
Okay, so last year then.
Yeah. And we went through the drive-through, and at first, yeah, she was rude on like the intercom, and then we went to the second window, and they weren't like opening the window, they weren't there, and so Lizzie was like, hello. No,
it was me.
You said it, Jemima. You were like, hello. Then obviously, as you can see in the video, Lizzie kicks off and she's like, they're gonna think I'm rude now, well done.
They're not going to give us chocolate sauce now.
And I only have McFlurry with just chocolate sauce, but it's only seasonal, so when they have the chocolate sauce on a special, and then I mix it in, and they never have it, okay? So when they do have it, mad, okay? They better give it to me. And I was like, well done, Lizzie, you fucked it. Not going to give us chocolate sauce now. So that is the background story.
Lizzie didn't say it, I did.
I said that.
You just said well done, Lizzie. Yes, So would you say like we've given a pretty honest reflection of
Yours is
Yeah.
good. Yours is I feel like though you've got so many different types of humour that only shows like one type. Like you and Amber can be weirdos together. Like,
yeah, but we can't have a
weirdos.
joint hinge.
That would
Do I
be
really
the
want to
best bit.
reveal that side to
Oh
anyone?
my god, true. True. So I want to do a segment.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so we're not shallow, but there's a line.
All right, you're on.
What are your turn-offs? Weird turn-offs, normal? What, especially on a dating app?
Well-
But some can be like real life, you know.
Well, one thing I've noticed on dating apps is that obviously one
As you
guy.
tell me, I'm gonna get a new drink.
Okay. One guy obviously clocked that if he had a dog in his dating profile that he's going to get a lot of likes or a lot of female attention, right?
Do not get me started on that, okay?
But what I've noticed is that because one guy did it, he's obviously told all his mates, and now every other or like 95% of the photos on a dating app of guys is with a dog, like trying to convince us that they're more attractive because they've got a dog. The whole thing looks like bloody RSPCA now. Like, I'm just looking at the dogs like, which one do I want to adopt? Right? And then also,
Stop.
like, there's these guys, and this is the peeve. The guys that take it one step further and have a picture
I know
with a
what you're gonna
random baby.
Whose
Random
child
baby
is that?
boys. RBBs. They've got a
Oh
league
my
of
God,
their own.
RBBs.
I'm looking at it like,
Yeah.
I don't want a kid. This is not making me want a kid.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not. That's a
100%.
dating peeve. 100%.
Jemima, you've hit the nail on the head there because that is a madness.
The
Okay.
dogs are cute.
Have you got
but,
any
like,
others?
You know, you end up looking at the dogs rather than the boys anyway. So
I mean, if anyone knows me, they know I'm not like a huge dog fan. I'm not really an animal fan.
Get in your
I
bed, Blue!
dis-
get in your bed.
That was my dog's name. I despise cats. Sorry, Lizzie. Really not sorry. You already know this. Yeah, I'm just not. I had horses growing up. Horses are like the only animals that I'm actually like really, really into. So
Really into.
yeah, sorry
so
guys, but it
boys,
doesn't.
boys, if you want to put a horse in your dating profile, that's the new untapped market. Horse
That's
boys,
the new dog, mate.
little bitch horsey boys.
Okay, what others have you got for me?
Peeves. I hate like if someone comes round and they leave their shit everywhere.
So yeah.
But I don't know, does that make me boring? I don't know, you go.
Okay. So number one. And let's
Of
kick it off on
many.
a good note.
We're going to be here all night, boys and girls.
10 hours later.
Put that in hour and 12 hours later.
Bad music taste.
Okay, so what do you classify as bad music taste? Because I guess it's subjective, right?
Yeah, it's definitely subjective, but I personally, for me, it's not what they listen to, it's how little they listen to. So I listen to I collect vinyls. I listen to I've got Tchaikovsky, I've got Meatloaf. Frank Sinatra is literally the love of my
Iron
life.
Maiden, rest in peace.
Bryson Tiller, Lauryn Hill, you name it, Erykah Badu. Don't even need to.
Mima.
New R&B, Mima music, the lot. However, when people solely listen to 2 or 3
Avicii,
genres,
wake me up.
cancelled.
uh,
Cancelled, okay? So by that I mean so on Bumble, if nobody knows this, so you match or you wait for the match, and then once you match, the woman has to message first. She has 24 hours to message first. 24 hours to message first, and then the guy has 24 hours to message back, and then it's a free for all. It's a free for all from there. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so my opening question, I never wanted it to be, hey, boring, okay? Guys hate it. Girls, gonna do another segment at the end, and it's what guys really don't like, because I asked a few people. And if you want to listen, if you don't care, do you, boo? Do you, okay? But if you want to be nosy,
never get away with saying that.
if you want to be nosy, then fairs. So my go-to question is, I actually recently changed it, Jemima, I didn't tell you this. It's, okay, so press 1 for normal conversation, press 2 for interesting question. And then the guy has to get back to me and press 1 or 2. And then they always press 2. If they press 1, then boring.
Do you ever get anyone that thinks they're well funny and it's like 3?
No, that's actually gross. I don't think it's funny.
It's the same guy listening to Avicii Wake Me Up. Morning, noon and night.
Oh, don't. So they say 2, then I say, okay, if you had to send me a new song that you're really into at the moment, what would it be? 1, because I'm open to new artists. I want to find new artists, I want to listen to them, I want to go to their gigs, like everything. 2, because it gives me an idea of what you're listening to, what kind of person you could be. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Not who you are, but I got one guy, he sent me Driver's License. You know that TikTok song?
The TikTok song. How does it go?
First of all, and I just want driver's license past your house.
But you still that one.
I don't even think that's...
Yeah, it is. I walk alone past your house. That one.
Oh. Okay, whatever. Anyways, Driver's License. And the amount of men that send me a house song.
Of course, everyone wants to get to the club.
But it's not just a house song, it's an Ibiza remix of a house song.
Of course. If it's not Sean Paul,
and
it's not on.
Right. And 2 out of 5 of their photos are them in Ibiza with the lads. So then, after they answer that question with a house song, I know that's not it for me. It's not doing anything.
Because you know you're matching with all of his mates as well who are sending you the same house song. The Avicii boys.
That is so true.
Right, so we've got the RSPCA.
Yeah.
The Mannies.
Yeah.
And the Avicii boys.
But can I just say something, ladies and men, gentlemen? For your amusement, you are so welcome. We'll put it here. I made a Spotify playlist, top 40 charts of dating apps, okay?
Shit,
I put
bangers.
every one of your songs in there. Now, to be fair, can I just side note, a lot of the songs are actually not bad. They're actually pretty alright. I listened back to it and they're not as bad as I said they were.
Grace is worried Bruno Mars is going to come for her personally.
I don't want Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn to hear this, okay? I love you. However, I want to listen to people like Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn that haven't quite hit it. Not everybody knows who they are. Do you know what I mean? Send me Jerome Thomas. Send me Joy Crooks. Don't send me Georgia Smith. I've listened to her. She's on the charts. Right?
Do you feel me? Though sometimes they're not being genuine with what they send. That's their favourite. They think, oh, what is this girl going to want me to like? Yeah. So then they send you Georgia Smith.
Yeah, maybe, but...
Because what guy listens to...
Maybe, and I respect that, but...
assumption.
I don't know. I've got a few others, but I'm just going to reel them off. Overly soft hands.
Why? I know the clammy hands. The
clammy
soft
hands.
Boys. Clammy soft
clammy
boys.
Soft boys. I want rough man hands. I want...
What?
I want tradesman hands. What?
Yeah, a labourer.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I don't mind. Whatever. Mummy's
She wants
boys.
him to be doing the roadworks by day and exfoliating her
sheets by
skin with his
night.
hands by night.
Rubbing my 10 out of 10 feet at night.
This is sponsored by OnlyFans. I wish.
Okay, Mummy's Boys. We all know they're not a fan.
Like, we love a boy who respects and loves his mum and sister.
100%.
But someone who
but there's
hasn't
a line.
grasped adulthood yet, right? Just
Somebody who takes their washing round to their mum's house and they do it every weekend for them and irons it for them. Nah.
they love it.
Scary.
Though.
Scary. Scary. Then we've got living a sheltered life. By that I mean someone that lives in Hastings has never been to London, has never gone abroad. What are you doing with your life? Don't come for me. I'm not in the mood.
Sorry, we're on the same team here. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Just drunk.
I've also got telling me not to take life too seriously. I know you've seen this on a dating app.
Hasn't been said to me, but that's probably because I'm saying
No,
that.
on people's profiles.
Oh. Yeah, let's go through some now, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna say something from this guy's profile. We're gonna play a little game now in this segment. I'm gonna read one of their things, and you've got to tell me what you think their name is,
Okay.
whereabouts in London you think they're from, and what you think their job is. Okay? Round one, fight! Okay. The secret to getting to know me is being honest and open to random bursts of weird conversation, this emoji, crying, laughing emoji, and just be yourself.
I don't know where exactly.
Okay. Maybe we just
But
guess
I'm
the
gonna
job
say,
that they do.
I'm going to say like Chelsea area, but not made of money, okay? I got it wrong, okay? Job, data analyst.
It's like everyone in London, so it's a safe bet.
Life guru.
And what do you think his name is? Just be yourself. Actually, I can't say that, can I? I can't say that, so that's fine. So
Okay.
no, this guy was a architectural designer.
Oh, wow.
Let's just guess what the job is, because I can't really give locations either.
Yeah, sweet.
So we're gonna say no. Okay, here we go. Oh, you could get in with this guy. Should I match him for you? Yeah. The one thing I'd love to know about you is
Yeah.
your music taste.
Oh, yeah.
What else have we
No
got
one
to
tells
talk
me
about?
their job.
That's because they're all data analysts. Gee, what
Okay.
game are we
I've
gonna
got
play?
someone.
Okay.
Hold on. You want to do one round of mine?
Yeah, I'll do one round.
Best travel story, playing football in Kenya. Then we've got what I order for the table, everything. My most irrational fear, frogs.
He's definitely like a Jake or something.
Similar
Jake,
similar
he's like
lines.
a Jake, Ben, Dan, something like that. Something generic. Sam.
So what do you think he does for work?
Well, he's obviously got a lot of dollar if he's buying everything at the table. Hastings Direct.
Oh my god, kind of.
Insurance. Call centre.
Tax advisor.
That's not the same thing at all, but yeah.
It's along the same lines as
Of
insurance.
boring ass shit. No offence.
Yeah, you deal with money, boring ass shit.
Alright.
Yeah.
1-0 then, I guess.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Right. What else have you got on your list?
One more on my list. I've got bad grammar.
Your, and your.
Yeah, your, and your. Were, where, and we're.
War,
Who
war,
are
war.
you? War, and war.
War, war, and
Where did you
war.
go to school? Who educated you? How do you get it so
where
wrong?
did you go to school?
Yeah. What else have I got? That's it on my
Pisses me
list.
Oh, stinky boys. That's just
Where does
anyone
that
though.
come from? Okay, have you got any do nots?
What,
Like,
for a
do
dating
not
app?
come to me. Yeah, do
Oh.
not come to me with this energy. Do not say this to me. I don't know.
Anyone who messages me, even if it's from a good place and they're like, alright, gorgeous, or you're a gem, or
Is he from Chatham?
from Peckham. Anything that's like a pet name, I just can't deal with, even if it's in good faith. Because
Really?
I just
not
feel
even like...
not like if
not
I was in a
even, like,
relationship and there was a
treacle?
pet name. No, ooh. I'd be like, who the
Alright,
fuck are you calling
treacle.
treacle?
As a joke. As a joke, I say it to guys.
If it's a joke, absolutely fine. But
Oh.
anyone that's like, oh, you're a bit of me, or fuck
Treacle.
off. Treacle. I like my pancakes with some treacle, darling.
Gross. Any more do nots? I've got quite a few.
Like, I hate it when guys like come at me like from an arrogant place, and they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, what? This hasn't ever happened to me, but I can imagine it happening and me like being really annoyed, but then being like, oh, you think you're a singer then, do you?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, I've trained 4 years, 5 ongoing to be one, so yeah.
Yeah. Literally, that's
And
so
my
rude.
mum says I'm good, so yeah. Right, what
Okay.
do not?
I've got an actual quotation from a message that I got sent the other week. Tell a girl, and I quote, "You got everything going for you. Big pair of melons and a jiggle back."
Scandal girls.
Absolutely outrageous, girls.
Guess what? There was a spelling error as well, just to top it off.
What
Couldn't
was the
spell,
spelling
could he?
area? Area?
He
Spelling
put-
error.
He put jiggle bag instead of jiggle back.
As if it was all fake, like silicone. You got a nice jiggle back.
Unless that's like, I don't know, like code for something, and I was just completely not with it. So someone tell me if it is, because it's embarrassing. Then I've got, if somebody has gone out of their way to ask you a question, especially Bumble, right, men, you don't understand how tedious it is for us girls to either send the same question or think of a different question every time to send you lot, okay? So if you come back with the energy of, I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know? Get thinking it's a question. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've
Right.
asked you my music question, and you're coming back at me with, I don't know, I listen to so much music. Do you listen to so much music though, Kieran? Do you? Because you don't, do you? Name me a Tchaikovsky song. You don't.
It's not a song.
It's a song. It's a song I listen to.
Tchaikovsky's on the top 10, top 100 Billboard charts.
Tchaikovsky. Yeah, that just pisses me off. And I even then replied to like one of them like, oh, okay, sweet. And they just put, haha, sorry.
Yeah, you will be. Sorry.
So that was it. That was the end of that conversation. Deaded that off.
Do you want to know the funniest guy that's sent me a thing on Hinge?
Go.
So, you know, I live in London. You can get
Yeah.
all sorts. There's loads of artists. You've got your average Joes. You've got like really interesting people. Athletes. I spoke to a footballer. Really cool. Had this one guy that was like, "You're really beautiful," which was so sweet. Thank you.
I thought you
But-
didn't like names. Are you taking the piss?
No, I don't like names, but that's a bit different. That's not like hello, gorgeous. Like you're just someone genuinely saying
He's
"You're
coming
really
out with
beautiful."
a statement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's true. So, but his picture, he was one of the guards at Buckingham Palace. So his picture was him in the guard suit. You know, the massive like headdress and the red
Yeah, I know.
robes with a gun. And I was like, thanks.
So why did you like him if that was the case? If you
didn't.
went into that?
I didn't. But besides the point,
do you
that's just a
mean?
funny anecdote.
Okay, cute.
He's just a
I
bit
love
too
it.
regal for me, you know?
Bit too regal. You want a bit rough around the edges, love?
I want some Labour's and darling to rub against my dry skin.
You're so gross. Okay, then last but not least, ladies and gents, is don't be an arsehole. And I've got a quotation, so that
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you're
not
an
stating.
arsehole.
Yeah, maybe, but I'd like to think I don't come across like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm an arsehole when I need to be an arsehole. Right?
Face.
Do you agree or not? Do you agree? Don't put me in it here.
Okay, tell your story then.
This one guy's one of his Hinge prompts. I can't remember what the prompt was, but he put the amount of tax you pay should be calculated on your body fat.
Oh yeah, absolute asshole.
And
I
as
bet
a
he
bit of
wasn't like a
curvier
look at
girl-
himself. Sorry, go
No,
on.
he was like really quite skinny and lanky. Okay, which is fine if you're into that. You know, amazing. Go get it. Get your bread. But no, for me that was a no-go.
It's just aggressive. It's just like weird.
So aggressive. And like, for example, going off of that, when men put stuff like, oh, are any girls on here not liars and cheaters? And I'm like,
Who hurt you?
why are you so angry? Who hurt you?
Yeah, God.
Literally.
He's the same guy taking his laundry to mummy's every week.
Oh, stop. And if you're coming with that energy, expect that energy back, okay? Because what are you trying to achieve? Do you know
What
what
was
I
your
mean?
comeback? I'm interested.
No, that was his prompt, so I never liked him.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
his, like, one of
Who's
those
gonna like
things.
you? Like, if your thing is so negative, like, who's gonna like you?
Like, okay, Jemima, you can vouch, okay? I'm fairly negative, but that is over the top.
Only in the company of your friends.
Oh, don't. Yeah, so...
She's a Gemini! Ah!
Things people say that people normally don't want to talk about, okay? Karen and George, listen, mate. I don't know who told you that we like these kind of right? kind of
Remix.
conversations.
Remix.
Following a rinsing sound. But I don't want to talk about my life goals, okay? I don't have
Wait,
many.
where are you going? I'm not following your conversation.
So you're asking me these questions. What are your life goals? Do you like that question?
Well,
If
I think my
someone
goals
comes
are
at
like
you-
out there, so they're not gonna like look at me sing and then go, "Oh, so you want to work in insurance then?" You know? So
Yeah, but not even, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if I asked guys that, and a guy that genuinely had asked me that question, he'll be like, oh, you know, to have got my first house and have a nice wife with some kids. And I'm like, it's not really life
It's just
goals.
like the
That's what we all
steps to
want
death.
eventually. Right?
like a second you've got that, like your life's gonna speed up. Like enjoy it
Speed.
first. Enjoy being young. 30 's still
100%.
young. 40 is like modern day still so young. Like Kim K is 40, and obviously she gets like professional work. She's like a billionaire, but she's not like breathless, and she's not like
Yeah.
unable to chase after her kids. You know.
Yeah. 100%. And also, why are you asking me where I see myself in 5 years? Because I know it's the same question, but like, I want to be on holiday in 5 years. Why are you asking me this question? Do you know what I mean?
It's a weird question. Like 5 years doesn't exist, and like so much can happen between now and 5 years. So much
Right.
can happen between now and next week, now and tomorrow. like the most life-changing thing could happen. And I just think such a boring goal, like, oh, I'd like to have a house. Like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, I respect if you think that realistically it is going to take you 5 years to get a house. But for that to be your main goal to get something materialistic is just, like, messed up.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, for me, in 5 years, I want all my friends and family to still be alive. I want to be having fun and just enjoying the moment, whatever that is.
I want to be going for cocktails with the girls still. I want all of us girls to be available to fit each other in. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But you don't want to hear that. So then why are you asking me? Because what kind of response do you want?
I feel like the response they want is they don't care what you're going to say. They want to tell you what their life goal is to brag. So they don't give a shit what you're going to say, but they just want the chance to be like, oh, well, I'm going to have a house and a Mercedes. Okay, cool, flex, like, whatever.
And also, why do you feel the need to mention your car choice? Why do guys think I'm so interested in the fact if they drive? I don't drive, so therefore I have the kind of mindset of, if you can't drive, fair enough, neither can I. I don't expect you to drive. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, it's nice, it's a bonus because we can, if there was a we can get places quicker. We can do, you know, more things. But I'm not like, if I drove and that was one of my, like, what's the word I'm thinking of? One of my, like, things I had to have in someone else.
I get you.
Yeah. Then fair enough. If I drove and I was like, I want someone that can drive, that's so more than fair enough. But I don't. So you don't need to come at me with your, I own an Audi A3. First of all, I don't even know what that is. So
right.
You need to just, like, be
also,
quiet
like,
a second.
Because of finance, everyone's got a nice car nowadays. Anyone can have a Beamer. Anyone can have anything. If you want to spend like £300-400 a month, you can have a fucking like sports car, whatever. It's not that big of a deal, you know?
No, 100%. Agreed.
Obviously, if like you like good cars, like whatever, but don't use it as a point to brag because like, just, you know, there's more to life than worrying about what kind of car you're driving around in.
100%. I agree with
Nissan
you.
Micros are the best anyway, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't know. I've got tips. Do you have any tips? Do you want to do tips?
You tell me your tips. Get your tips out.
Tips I have been told are...
You didn't like that.
Huh?
You didn't like that joke.
What's
so get
the
your
joke?
tips
I
out.
missed it. Oh, go on, gal.
Get your tips out.
Okay, first off, this comes from a woman's perspective, but also every guy I asked said the exact same thing to me.
Okay.
Group photos.
Yeah,
why are you doing
who
it?
are you?
Who are you? Oh my god, I want to link back to the Ibiza guy pics where they all look the same. They all have the exact same chest piece tattoo and exact same sleeve with
Little
Hercules or a
shorts.
lion on it. Oh my god, stop.
The little shorts.
Some shades on. Oh, don't.
And they've all got that haircut from like 2019 where it's like the flick over.
Yeah, or they've got the haircut where it's brushed forward and then chopped there.
Yeah.
Which I actually do like. It's actually one of my favourite haircuts, so whatever. Yeah, guys don't like it. And I'm not being funny, but some of us girls can morph into each other. Maybe not me, but some girls, especially in Hastings, you all look the same, mate.
No.
And oh. But you
Hello?
do, right? That happens,
Yes,
though. You all get
assimilation.
traits from each other. If you've all got blonde hair and your features are not that prominent, which isn't a bad thing, that's cute. You're probably a 10 out of 10. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're all then gonna slowly morph into each other.
Right. If you're swiping
And-
quickly, of course you are.
Yeah. It's just not it, apparently, from male and female perspective. So, okay, my other one is get a voice note before you meet these people, okay? This changed my life. This changed my life. This saved my life, okay?
Oh, goodness.
Multiple times. If you're talking to a guy, you're really into him, you're kind of like, wow, he's really cute. Like, okay. Yeah, he's not, I don't know, but yeah, he's just really cute. And then send him a voice note. Women, be confident, please. Just send a voice note. This is probably the same for guys. I haven't asked anyone, but guys probably have so many horror stories of girls turning up and then being like, "You right, love?" What the fuck? I would do a runner, mate.
Just got off labour and you want to see my hands.
Yeah, and I got a voice note, and it sounded like my brother's YouTube video from 2012. I don't even know when it's from. And it's literally, this video is of my brother, and he's like, "Hi guys, my name's Sully12002. This is my channel, like and subscribe." And this guy was literally like, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah." And I was like,
It's shallow, but I mean, there's a line, I guess.
it's shallow, but there's a line. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, bless.
You're asking me.
It breaks
You've
me
come
heart.
here. Yeah, but you've come to this podcast for tea, not mean tea. Just saying it how it is, tea, and I'm giving it to you. So don't complain when it's piping hot. All right, mate.
God bless him. Maybe he'll hit puberty soon. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Okay, what are my don'ts? Do's and don'ts. Oh yeah, just like don't. I'm gonna sound like the guy that you hate, like get peeved off by, but like just don't take the app so seriously. Like it's not like you're really meeting someone. If you like fuck up and you embarrass yourself, however you want to like measure that, it doesn't matter. You can literally unfollow. Like especially in London, like you're never like, well, I doubt that you're ever gonna bump into them in a club or anything. But like just be funny. Like girls, you don't have to be like this pretty object for men. Like just please don't like dim your light and your humor just to
100%.
like try and be attractive. Like just have a fucking laugh. Because
can I actually like side note on that?
Of course.
From a woman's perspective, guys, do not dim your weirdness. Do not dim you joking about going to the toilet. I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? Like joke, like make jokes, be a weirdo. I'm an actual weirdo. Like
right, me too. Like this is nothing. Like we're being tame.
This is me asleep.
She hasn't been
like,
activated
guys, yet. If a girl is coming at you with the like, okay, he's really fucking weird, or like, oh right, just with negative energy when you're making jokes and you're being like a weirdo, then she doesn't get it. Do you know what I mean?
Right. So my friend taught me once, the only reason someone will ever judge you is if they don't understand it or they wish they were doing it themselves, right? So if anyone ever comments, especially, and it's even harder when it's someone you're trying to like impress or someone that you're attracted to, because you're going to take it super personally if you don't get the desired response, right? But if someone turns around to you after you've made like, and we're talking like appropriate jokes, like you haven't insulted them or done anything where they're just like uncomfortable, obviously that is not a good thing. But if you're just making a funny joke and you're just being a bit freaky or a bit weird, and someone turns around and go like, well, why the fuck did you say that? Like, fuck them. 7 billion
100%.
people in the world, right? And they're all on the apps, so just delete them, move on.
I actually have personal experience from being a complete weirdo, the weirdest I've ever been in my life, and a guy being a weirdo back, and then we ended up together. Do you know what I mean? Like, our conversation was weird. It was about cowboy Sundays and spending your Sunday as a cowboy. What the fuck? Do you know what I mean? But we ended up together and lived together. Do you know what I mean? So,
for real,
shoot your shot. Be a weirdo.
Shoot your shot.
I want to see it.
Like, don't, like, and now it sounds like we're being like, oh, you have to be so funny, you have to be so funny. It's not about that. Like, if you're kind of a shy person, like, just embrace that. Just basically the point is, don't mold yourself to fit someone else. Like, if what you're doing doesn't bring you joy and you don't feel like yourself, don't do it. Do it with someone that does.
100%.
Oh, that shit got deep,
100%. That got deep real quick. 0 to 100.
One of my friends, I was asking him like what he finds weird about dating apps and what girls do. And he started pissing himself laughing, and I was like, oh, tell me. And after he like kind of came to, he was like, every girl thinks they're an astrologer. Personally offended, right?
Offended a little bit, yeah.
Nah, not at all, I'm just joking. Okay, right.
Okay.
So for our last little chapter, we're gonna talk about what actually happens when you finally get to meet a Tinder or a Hinder or an Imba Dimba date. An Imba Dimba date.
An Imba Dimba date.
Because G has some bangers of stories.
Wait, you want story time?
We want story time.
Oh,
Shit.
shit.
We want story time.
Oh, shit. You gonna do me like that?
So...
Right. Where do I start? Okay.
Bloody hell, it's been going on since we've left school, so like 6 years.
Can I just say as well, quick backstory? I've been using dating apps maybe since like college. Whenever Tinder became a thing, like a big thing, I got it, and then obviously was in like a relationship now and again, obviously deleted it.
That's
my backstory. That's my backstory to dating apps. One horror story. Also, can I just say, I'm sorry, but I cannot date these dates because I'll be in trouble.
You can't date these
I
days,
won't be.
yeah.
Nah, I won't be in trouble.
Once
but
upon
I just
a
don't
time.
want to date them. In a faraway Covent Garden.
Yeah. Once upon a time in East
Sussex.
Okay, so I was in London for work, which rarely ever happened. I used to work in retail, and I went up for a training day, and I was working on like Oxford Street. So there was this guy I'd been talking to, and I think he lived in like Ashford or Tunbridge Wells or something like that. And he worked in London, and he was, if I had a type, he was maybe my type, minus the like trade job.
We cannot confirm.
We cannot confirm. And we were like, I was like, okay, I'm in London. Like, I don't even remember how it went, but I'm pretty sure he was like, oh, sweet, like, do you want to go on a date? And I was like, yeah, okay, like, after work. So I met him in Covent Garden. Okay, then, watch what I say, then.
If you like Tinder, come my way,
Swing
then.
my way, then.
Inside.
Inside. And next thing is, he's like an hour late, okay?
Sucks
Balls. And I'm standing in central Covent Garden, like by one of those columns that goes all round Covent Garden.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm literally standing, leaning on one for an hour. I was on the phone to my nan for an hour, okay?
Why didn't you like go look around the shops?
I couldn't be bothered.
Sorry, that was really a weird thing to say.
I'd spent all day in a shop. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So, our date was at Wagamama's. Classic for me.
Classic. I miss it so bad.
I'm having withdrawals, man. We went to Covent Garden. Sorry, we went to Wagamama's right in / next to Covent Garden.
Got ya.
Once he finally turned up, we went in. Obviously, we were both a little nervous. We had food, and the whole entire date, he spoke about his ex-girlfriend. Now,
I've been there.
I just want to say, I'm pretty sure everyone's been there. Men, I hope you haven't been there because it must be horrible, but
and we
you probably have.
date them.
What is going on?
And we still date.
What is going on?
When Senor told me all day.
And I'm not just talking like, oh yeah, like me and my ex used to live together. Yeah, you know, was pretty hard, but whatever. Okay? I'm talking, oh my God, me and my ex went here and it was so funny. And she then like fell over a chair and like literally wet herself. And it was like the best time of my life. And I miss her so much. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like deadpan. Like, okay. Anyway, That is the one and only date I have not done the whole, I'll pay. No, don't be silly. I'll pay. No, really, I'll pay. That is the only time I haven't done that. Because
You're
I just
like,
thought,
motherfucker, you're paying.
I'm like, what the fuck am I paying for? For you to have me waiting? For me to then pay for your meal? I don't think so. I'll split.
No.
Sweet. I'm not paying for your meal, mate. You've got to be taking
Did
the
he
piss.
not pay for you?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
He did. Not that he needed to, but I was.
Do you
not
know
gonna
what
offer
though?
to
That's
pay
really
for his.
interesting. Sorry.
Mhm.
Do you know what's really interesting?
Go ahead.
When I was in the same experience with you, and I ended up actually dating this guy, but when he was telling me about his ex-girlfriend, it was in Wagamama's. Cursed.
Sorry.
Cursed. And I remember having an entire meal in front of me and I couldn't eat a single thing. Couldn't eat a single thing. So
That
the
is
place
so
we
not
love
like
the
you.
most has actually done us the most dirty.
It's done us so dirty, but when we're with the gal dem.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay. Another story. Have you got any story times, or because you haven't had it like long at all? Have you got any bad story times?
Not a bad one, like, I won't say when it happened, but I had a date from Hinge and we were having like this romantic salmon dinner at home, and then within the next half an hour it turned into a house party with the whole like flat building.
Oh my god, how did it go?
That went from
Was it a
0
good
to 100.
party?
It was sick. Yeah, it was sick. But I was fucked.
I love that though. That is so good.
I got a text from my neighbor. I got a text from my neighbor the next. I got a text from my neighbor the next. I got a text from
Oh
my
my
neighbor the
God.
next morning. Stop. Okay, don't react. I got a text from my neighbor the next morning, and she was like, "Hi, let's just say her name's Paige. Hi, it's Paige from flat 32." And I was like, "Who?" So that was a good one.
That's awkward. But I appreciate that he wasn't weird about, oh, I'm meeting your friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't
But
have to
I'd
be
never met
that.
them. I'd never met them. So they weren't my
but, like-
friends.
Oh, so there was no one there that you knew?
No, everyone was having a party on the roof. Well, no, not party per se, but everyone was having like drinks on the rooftop, which is right outside our kitchen. And after like 6 sour shots, me and my housemate were like, "Hi, let's go meet our neighbours." So they came
my
in
God,
and
love
compared
that.
flats. And next thing
Lol.
I know, like I am drunk and there's a party in our flat. But yeah,
Hello.
sick.
Love that. Absolutely love that for you. Okay, so there was a guy on an app, I think it was Bumble, and he answered my music question. He then asked me, do you remember what it was? So I texted him my normal thing. He put, "Grace, you're absolutely beautiful." But before that, he put, "Morning, sending good vibes, hope you're doing amazing, pressing 2, okay?" So I sent him my question, said good morning. I said, "Oh, wow, thanks, blah, blah." He put, "Most welcome, going kind of indie with Block Party Silent Alarm album. What's your passion/love doing?" So normally that question kind of pisses me off because I like eating. What do you like doing? Do you know what I mean? However, I was like, to be honest, music is my passion. I may not do it anymore, but I love it. I love listening to it. I love collecting it, all of that kind of jazz. And I sent him a whole hefty paragraph. He sent me a hefty paragraph back. And because I asked him, "What about you?" So bearing in mind I spoke... So shall I just read my message out?
Yeah, do it.
I put, "Oh, okay, cool, I like it, thanks for the recommendation, and food, lol, but but music, I guess, is my passion. I used to sing and perform for years until about 6 years ago I kind of stopped, but I still love music so much and collect records and just sing for myself now and again. How about you?" He put, "We used to go to the south of France every summer as a kid, and then we moved there when I was 10. My dad is head of an international school. He still lives there, ! Such an amazing human. It's my home to me. I love cooking. Working on my new apartment also at the moment. So excited." Then he put, "May I have your number? Message on WhatsApp." First of all, that was a bit... I don't know why I said yes. Do you know what I mean? I guess I was just bored. I don't know.
Yeah, benefit of the
Maybe
doubt.
I
He
liked
hasn't
the
gone
guy.
too bad that yet, you know.
Exactly. Like, it wasn't horrible or anything. So then I put... But it did piss me off that he didn't even say, oh, sweet, to what I said. He said nothing, right?
Right.
Nothing. And I put, oh, that's cool. So I guess the relevance is going there is what you love, ? And, oh, that's very exciting. I put, if you'd like to, yeah, it's bleep out a number. Then he messaged me a love heart and put, and truly love all things French. Are you working today? On the to my new place, it's such a shell right now. I put sweet and yeah, kind of, have quite a bit to do today. I put, yeah, I bet. Then he sent me a video of his house and I put nice. He put, but I just put nice, no kisses. He put, really can't wait for the space. New start I need right now for sure, XX. So then I was just fucked off. There was 3 points in this conversation. He just did not respond to me. No, but like it's rude. It's so rude. And I think because I've been on these apps for so long, I have no time for self-obsessed people.
You got no patience. No time.
I just have no patience.
No tolerance.
So I just messaged back and I put, do you normally talk about yourself this much? And he put, that's completely rude. He put, that's completely rude, ! Good luck with that. I put, if you read the conversation back, you actually said nothing in response to anything I said and just spoke purely about yourself. And he blocked me and removed me off Bumble, so that's
Woo!
I mean, yeah, maybe I could have gone about it a nicer way, but I just thought, you're not saying anything that's rude, but what you're doing is very rude to me. And
Blocked.
don't come at me with that energy. Yeah. Okay, so there's this guy, I match him, he lives in Brighton.
It's me.
And the trains were completely fucked. I had to get my mum to drive me like half an hour, like in between mine and his destination. Had to pay her petrol, get on the train, wait for my train to actually leave because there was some weird connection between lines. Finally got to Brighton like 3 hours after I said. Obviously I was in contact with him the whole time and he lived really, really, really central. So it wasn't like a big trek for him for me to be late kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I let him know with so much notice. Anyway, by the time I got there, it was literally 8:30 at night. And this was when curfew was on and curfew was until 10 o'clock. So the pubs take last orders at 9:15.
Right.
And we went to we were supposed to go to a really nice cocktail bar, but because I was so late, we lost our space, etc. We went to a really nice pub right next to the station. Got a little bit pissed. And then it kind of was in the cards that I was going to stay at his anyway. So I stayed at his.
Cards.
No, it was actually spoken about in the convo, and I took my girl kit, everything you need.
What's
for
in your
the
girl
next
kit?
Day. What do you mean what's in my girl kit? I had concealer, fresh underwear, toothbrush.
I don't do this.
I've only done this 2 or 3 times. It's not an everyday date thing. That's weird. But
every night out,
yeah,
Grace got a girl kit.
Pretty much that, and deodorant. That's literally what I took. So we went back to his. Okay, as we were approaching his flat, so he's not in uni or anything, but he shares with his mates. Cool. Mm-hmm. They were having a house party thing and it looked pretty sick, but it was purely men. There was not one woman there. Okay. Lads. And we got to his, so central, can I just remind you? Anyway, this black guy approaches. Okay. Very gorgeous, very beautiful man. A lot more beautiful than the guy I was on the date with.
Oh, sucks.
Anyway, whatever. I wasn't, that was an afterthought kind of thing. This guy approaches me, his friend, and he's like, oh, so-and-so to his mate, right? He shouts his name. He's like, oh, blah, blah. Gives him a hug. And he's like, oh, you all right, mate? And then he's like, oh, you must be Grace. And I'm like, oh my God, you know who I am? And he holds out his hand, shake my hand, And he's like, oh, like, hi, it's really nice to meet you. Like, I'm so-and-so. And we're still shaking hands, right? This handshake lasted for like 20 seconds. And he looked deep into my eyes. The handshake
Were they soft boy
slowed.
hands?
They weren't soft boy hands.
They were rusty boy hands. Crusty, musty,
Yeah.
busty boy hands.
Not busty. And the handshake kind of slowed down. Everything was in slow-mo around me. And he just looked into my eyes. And whilst my date is next to me and he's like, wow, you're so beautiful. And I was like, I love you. I love you so much. Please save me from this date. Anyway, I was literally like, oh, you know, whatever I said. And then we went in and the house party was going on and everyone, all these lads were like shouting about, listening to music, whatever. And they kind of looked at the front door, paused, just started carried on with their night. Like, do you know what I mean? So then obviously we didn't really go and sit in the party. I wouldn't have minded, to be honest, but they looked so far gone. So fair enough.
Right.
We went up to his room, we watched a movie. You know,
What was it?
The deal.
What was the movie?
White Chicks. It was White Chicks.
Oh, classic.
I can't watch a movie that I haven't seen because I'll literally be like, don't come near me. I need to pay attention to this movie.
Yeah, right. If we when you watch
so
a movie
White
on a
Chicks
date,
is a
you're
good
never
go-to.
watching a movie.
Yeah, 100%. Netflix and chill is not watching a movie. So then we were sitting, laying there in bed, then you know the deal. And that night, he was like, oh, do you want to get breakfast tomorrow? And I kind of think by that point, I maybe wasn't sure on him. Like, I was like really not sure on this guy. Didn't think he was really my kind of type kind of thing. If I did have one, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, breakfast would be great. Because I'm kind of like, even if we're not, there's no romantic connection there.
Free breakfast.
I love food. You love food.
For sure.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm in Brighton and, you know, in Hastings, there's not a lot of choice. So anyways.
Cool.
The next morning, we wake up. Bear in mind, I've had no sleep. Not in a good way because of my date, okay? Because upstairs, his friends were rapping for 5 hours solid through the night. Shit rapping, can I add? Not even good. Not even enough for me to be like, make a mixtape, mate. You're going places, okay? This was bad, okay? They were so pissed. And I woke up. It was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I don't know. It wasn't even late. And rather than me saying to this guy that I was on a date with, oh, do you still want to go for breakfast? I was like, let's play it a bit more smooth. So I was like, oh, what are your plans again today?
Nice.
Woo! And he was like, oh, I'm actually, the boys are coming round to watch the match and I might be seeing my dad. So I actually need you to go. And I was like, all right, okay, like, I was like, okay, like, when are they coming? So that I knew when I needed to go. And he was like, oh, about 45 minutes. And I was like, oh, right, so you need me to actually run out this door right now. Cool.
You should have kit.
So I got dressed. Literally, I wasn't doing makeup or anything. Literally took me like 10 minutes maximum. He didn't offer me a drink, didn't offer me tea, didn't offer me coffee, didn't offer me anything to eat, nothing. Okay, so bad house manners, first of all.
Bad.
And then then I was getting changed in his room. I was putting my boots on and he was in the hallway, right? So imagine, I don't even know how to say this. Imagine his room is here. His best friend's room is here and the hallway is in front here. Okay, it's a really small hallway, like the length of my bedroom. And his door was cracked open, like I could look through it if I was trying to. I was just sitting, putting my boots on, and I just heard him whisper to his friend, yeah, so I told her that I had to see my dad. And I was like, you little okay then. All right, two can play that game.
Oh my god.
Anyway, he lived literally, what's the main road that leads up to the station in
Queen's
Brighton?
Road.
Literally like in the middle.
Call him
by the
out.
big
Give
boots.
give the listeners his
I'll
address.
give you the address,
Which
ladies.
hand? Which hand?
So he could have easily just said, like, do you want me to walk you up to the station? He didn't even offer, in which case I would have said absolutely not, like, I'm fine.
Yeah, but you wanted to
like-
say that.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
I wanted to say it. Anyway, in my head I'm thinking, do you know what? I clearly got out of this date what I wanted. Clearly so did he, even if he was an arsehole about how he went about it. But Bagel Man's round the corner. I'm going to treat myself to a nice chicken, avocado, lettuce, mayo bagel, okay? And you can't say shit. Funnily enough, it was like the next day, I remember I went out with Amber. We went for drinks and she was like, tell me you said something to him. Tell me you texted him. Bear in mind, once I left, I didn't hear from him, okay? I didn't like get a text. I didn't get a you home okay, nothing kind of thing. And she really riled me up in a good way. And she was like, tell me you're not going to have this shit. And I was like, do you know what? I'm not. You're right, okay? So I messaged him and I put something really straight, like across the lines of, hey, so just wanted to be completely transparent with you and just wanted to know if, like, why you actually needed me to leave yours today, because if it was that you weren't interested, then that's absolutely fine. I'd rather you say, genuinely, because I actually heard you say to your friend, yeah, I told her my dad was coming around. And he said, don't know what you're talking about. I feel like you've got that mixed up. And I said something. He was like, I don't think I said that. He wasn't rude. Like, the message didn't come across nasty, but he should have just come out of it. You're caught in the act, mate. Do you know what I mean? What are you trying to hide at
As
this
if
point?
you're crazy and you're making it up.
Oh my God, stop. Stop.
Anyway, on that beautiful note, I hope you guys have got to know us a little better.
Yeah,
through our
drama.
dating apps. That is just not even touching the iceberg. Obviously, this is our first episode. We're kind of fumbling
we're
around,
excited.
but we're very, very, very excited to bring you the following episodes of this series.
What are we going to talk about? Like, just a rough kind of insight to what
There'll
we
be
want
loads
to
of girl
cover.
chat. We'll talk about some serious issues. Maybe we'll do a reaction video. If we find a funny video, we can watch it together and react live. Just have a bit of a laugh, really. And then, like, if anything big comes up in the news, maybe we'll discuss it. That kind of stuff.
I know there's a few topics that we want to cover anyway, and we feel like we want to not just cover them us two. So if there's any points where we can get guests on, or if you guys feel like there's something we need to talk about, we need to, you know, open our home, share our voices, and you feel like you have a lot of information for that, we want to hear about it. Message us, DM us. We're excited.
Email us, whatever. So all our details will be in the link below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And comment and share with your friends. We're you bitches.
And we'll promise to bring you some of that good content. So thanks for having us. Thanks for getting to know us.
Thank you so much for listening.
We love you.
Yeah, love you. Signing out.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm saying come through, you know?
Oh, that's what you wanted.